Are you recording? Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Gabby. And in this space, it's all about navigating growth, embracing challenges, and becoming the best version of yourself. Today, we're talking about something I've been leaning into a lot lately: discomfort. And I get it, no one likes feeling uncomfortable. But the truth is, the discomfort is where we learn and stretch and discover who we really are. And don't get me wrong, our comfort zone is comfortable, sometimes even predictable. And who doesn't like predictability? But the truth is, I started to feel stuck. Like I couldn't move in any direction in life. It was just stagnant there, not making any moves forward or backward. And it was really confusing because I wanted more, but I just didn't know how to get it. So if you're like me and you're ready to get outside of your comfort zone, but you're not really sure where to start, don't worry, I got you. In this video, we'll talk about 3 practical tips to get you comfortable with discomfort. So my first tip is to start small and build momentum. So in other words, small steps over big leaps. We often think that we have to make big changes in order to see progress. But often we just end up overstimulated and exhausted. For example, instead of tackling that one load of laundry, you decide that you need to do a complete overhaul of your apartment. You're cleaning from top to bottom, all the rooms, all at the same time, all in one day. And then what happens? In the middle of it, you lose momentum, and then you've got half a clean house, or everything's everywhere and it's worse than when you started. So for you, maybe you want to start going to the gym more consistently. Instead of committing to an hour-long session, maybe start with 10 minutes. Maybe don't even go to the gym. Start at home with a YouTube video. There's so many resources: 10-minute Pilates, 10-minute HIIT workouts, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. The options are endless. Maybe it's you wanting to set more boundaries or have tough conversations. Start saying no to smaller things. And don't go overboard, because we can do this thing where we go from one end of the spectrum to the other. Let's not do that. We're about balance. Discomfort feels less intimidating when we start with something more manageable. Those small wins do add up, and it gives you the confidence to take on bigger challenges. Tip number 2 is to reframe discomfort as growth. Our brains perceive discomfort as us being unsafe. But what if we start seeing discomfort as a sign of growth? It reminds me of when you're a teenager and you're growing. We've all gone through growth spurts. Some of us go through literal growing pains in our hips, in our knees, joints. Everybody's experience kind of similar but different. But it's the same concept, right? We know that that pain means that we're growing into the adults that we're supposed to be. And so, what's so different about now? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about every pain or every discomfort is a sign of growth. If you have an ailment, if your body is telling you something hurts, don't ignore it. Just go to the doctor. But for real, when we feel that resistance, instead of running in the opposite direction, Try asking, what is this trying to teach me? What is on the other side of this? For me, one of the things that I've learned and I'm still learning is to speak up for myself in spaces and places where I would have normally stayed silent. It felt uncomfortable. And to be honest, it still kind of does. But what I've realized is that truly each uncomfortable moment has been building my confidence, allowing me to step closer to the woman I'm becoming. But for real, discomfort isn't a stop sign, it's an invitation for you to step into who you're becoming. My final tip is to lean into discomfort regularly. Discomfort is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. If you only step out of your comfort zone once in a while, it stays hard. But when you start to make discomfort a habit, it becomes less intimidating. So here's a simple challenge. I want you to do one uncomfortable thing every week. Maybe it's trying a new workout, starting that hard conversation, or even just sharing something vulnerable online. The more you exercise that muscle, the stronger it's going to get. I think of a couple days ago where I'm in this wellness community and I sent a devotional that I had done in the chat. It felt really weird. I don't usually share those things with people that I don't know, but I felt my spirit leading me to do the uncomfortable thing. And after I did it, I felt good. Not in the moment, but afterwards, I was super proud of myself for doing that small thing. So, for real, start small because the more you lean into it, the less scary it becomes. So, let's have a little vulnerability moment. For as long as I can remember, I've had a fear of failure and a fear of rejection, and that's just the honest truth. And I still deal with that some days. But the truth is, when I started this journey of pushing my limit, I was terrified. Example A, YouTube. I was worried about what people would think, if people would judge me, make fun of me, if my channel would do great or not. But I realized that stopping myself could really be the difference between me finding something great that I enjoy and me just standing in my own way. More on that in another video because we really be the ones standing in our own way. But we move. I learned that each uncomfortable moment is bringing me closer to the person that I meant to become. And that excites me. And I can't wait to see who she is. But, side note, this is an ongoing journey. This is not a one and done. This is not a destination. It's a journey, and we're embracing it. So don't think that, you've put yourself out there and you stepped out of your comfort zone 5 times and now you have no fears about anything. There will be times that that monster just creeps up on your shoulder and reminds you where you came from. But don't use that as a reason to shrink back into who you were. Use that as a reminder to run full force forward. So, yes, discomfort still shows up. But now I take that as a sign that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So, what small, uncomfortable thing can you commit to doing this week? I'd love to hear in the comments. And if this video has helped you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. and even share with a friend. We all can use some encouragement like this sometimes. And maybe this video can help someone else. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.